Cheers.
Hi everyone, this is our next training course for MYOB. Today we're going to be looking at tutorial 12, creating invoices. Just to give you a bit of a context, quotes, how they're used for. They can either be applied in a sales side of our business or purchasing side of our business. So essentially, if, for example, one of our customers requested a quotation before deciding to go ahead with purchasing from us, we'll offer them a quote or a quotation so that they know exactly the total value of the sale. That quotation gets stored in the MYOB system. It doesn't hit our profit and loss reports. It's simply saved as a quotation or a template. And upon the customer wishing to go ahead with the purchase or the sale from us, we'll then convert that quotation into a sale. And then we can issue them the sales tax invoice. The same context would apply on the purchasing side. If we requested a quotation from our supplier, we can enter that quotation in our MYOB system, and then we can convert that into a purchase invoice once we decide to go ahead with the quotation supplied by our supplier. So that's the context. Let's now look at the application. So what we're going to do, we're going to put in a number of invoices as quotations first, and then we're going to turn those, turn two of those invoices into quotations. Sorry, quotations into invoices. So first things first, we'll go into sales over here, and we'll then go into sales, which is what we covered in previous exercise 8, or tutorial 8. We're going to select our customer. In this instance, it's Buy Their Chickens. And the invoice number is 29. Today's date. In the description side of things, we'll put design of artwork. Now, account number 5-4-5000 doesn't exist. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new one. So we'll go to new over here. $5,000, and we'll call it design. We'll apply GST to this account. The value of the invoice. Actually, what we have to do is we need to select that new account now. It's $300. Okay, so instead of recording it, we're going to now turn this into a quotation. So to do that, system's changed. Yeah. Okay, so where it says sales type, we'll hit quotation, and we'll record this quotation. Okay, now the quotation screen is pink in color, and we'll now put the next one in. Life magazine. Printing of advertising. $1,000, and the value of the quotation is $500. And once again, we're just making sure the sales type is quote. We know that because it's a pink screen here. We'll save the quotation. Now, what I'll ask people to do is to continue and put in the remaining invoices as quotations. So that's for JRC, Stasi Design, as well as Snap Printing. So I'll ask people to continue with that. I'm not going to worry about entering in those quotations on my end just to speed things up. So once you've done that, we'll now do step 2. Now, step 2, we'll continue and go into the sales. From the commencement, we go into sales, and then we go to sales register. And now we're going to go into quotations over here. Now, what you'll see on your system is you'll have all 5 invoices that you've entered in as quotes. And now I'll ask you to convert only the first 2, 29 and 30, which is the 2 that I've entered in as quotes. It's just a simple matter of going into change to invoice over here. And the invoice number they've asked us to use is 29. And we record that. Once this has been converted into a tax invoice, you'll notice that when you go into your sales register again, that quotation that I changed into an invoice is still a quotation. So it actually doesn't get removed from a quote into an invoice. It still gets stored as an invoice, a quote. The purpose of that is that obviously if you wanted to use this quote for other customers, you've saved it and you can therefore use it if another customer wishes for another quotation of a similar nature. So I'm going to do the second one, so it's just a simple matter of clicking on the quote and then just going to change to invoice. Change the invoice number to 30, which here is, and we click quotation, hit record. Once that's been done, we'll now have a look at our income account. So we'll go to accounts, accounts list, income, and the total income should be 21,193 and 64 cents, in which it is. So it confirms that those 2 quotations have been successfully converted into invoices. If I wanted to check in another screen, I can go into transaction journal over here and then go into sales, scroll down, and you'll see the 2 invoices 29 and 30 that I've changed into tax invoice. And so that you can see from the purchasing side, the same thing will apply. If we go to purchases, so we just did sales, if we go to purchases and enter purchase over here, and the same sort of thing, instead of a bill, we can actually change it into a quote. Just like that. And once again, it's a pink screen. So this is for purchases. So this is where if you're wishing for a quotation from your supplier. And the same thing, if you go to purchase register and go to quotations, quotes, you'll see the quotes that you create over here. You can change them to a bill. So it's the same process in the reversal. Okay, that concludes our tutorial on creating quotations. Thank you for listening.